decision on quarterback yet?
No, not right now. I mean, we're giving, guys are kind of going through going through reps like we've been doing the last several weeks. So that's kind of where we're at with it.
Who you got for offensive captain for this one? Have you decided yet?
Yeah, Ty Clary. Yeah, we came back with Ty.
How's KJ been looking when he's in with
Yeah, we've rotated those guys around, and with John Steven getting ones, and KJ was in there yesterday as well, getting some reps, as he has the last several weeks, doing a good job, really good job, just trying to make sure that we just keep him developing and on track to when we do decide to play him.
So do you have a package for him if you were to put him?
Yeah, he's got some things that he's focused on that we can do with him, and that he feels comfortable with, and so yes.
I know that you talked about this in your teleconference, but Chase Hayden and the decision to redshirt him this year, what can you expand a little bit on that?
Yeah, we just coming after 4 games and where our running back situation was with Rakeem playing so well and Devois playing really well. Barring any major injuries, we felt like that, and we were both in agreement that see if we couldn't do that and get through the season. We're not through there yet, but that's our plans right now.
What was Chase's attitude towards
incredible. Yeah, he was great with it.
You had no penalties in that Alabama game. Do you recall having that before? And I mean, I know there were some negatives in the game, but that was a good one.
Yeah, no, I don't ever recall going through a game without any penalties. I mean, that was a shocker.
Hey, outside of last year, this game with Mississippi State in recent years has been competitive, really determined by the final minutes of the ball game. What does that kind of say to maybe motivate these guys to stay in the fight this weekend?
Well, I mean, it's all about how we play. It's all about us getting better every day, and with our guys, just focusing on just ourselves. And again, when you look at our games this year, where we've had 2 games decided by 4 points and 2 others decided by 7 points. So this is not going to be any different. It's going to come down to the end, and it's going to be a great ball game Saturday afternoon.
Mississippi State comes in hungry, 4 straight losses for them as well. Have you talked to your guys just about how hungry they're going to be to get a win too?
Well, I think, again, it's 2 programs that are similar at a similar spot in the season. Our guys are going to be ready. Our guys are going to be excited to play.
I asked Chief on Monday about their last touchdown last year. It was their backup, and it was pretty late in the game, throwing deep. What did you think of that?
I mean, they were calling ball plays, and we let the guy open, and he scored. So it is what it is. Again, I'm worried about us and focused on how we're going to prepare and how we're going to play.
With Nick, is there any concern that it's maybe gotten mental with him a little bit because he was throwing the ball so well early and just hadn't played well the last few games?
Well, we as coaches, we got to do a great job of making sure the decisions that he's making, he's comfortable with, and we were very, we limited a lot last week, and to try to keep that going, and some of those, he had pressure in his face and couldn't follow through on some of the throws, but at the end of the day, we got to protect the football, and that's what this whole thing's about, but be able to do things that he feels extremely comfortable and confident in doing.
Coach, I heard Hudson Clark broke his hand and had surgery on that. Any other guys that are out for the season that we might not know about?
Not that I know of right off the top of my head. He did. It was last Friday. So.
How's the multi-spotted?
Doing well. Doing really well. A young man that we'd like to get in at some point to get him some reps over the next several weeks and see when that opportunity presents itself. Guy that's very electric with the ball in his hands, and just again a lot like some of our younger guys. They just slowly are learning the system and learning what we're asking of them, and they got some really good players ahead of them, and so they just got to wait their turn and be ready when that opportunity happens.
Is that a similar situation for Hudson Henry?
Yeah, absolutely, and we anticipate playing Hudson this week. I think he's really been developing and coming along really well for us, and so we're excited about seeing him on the field a little bit this week.
Coach, hotseat.com has Joe Moorhead #1 and you #2. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, you can't control what other people say, and that's the least of my worries. My worries are making sure that this football team continues to get better every day.
How important is it for Burks and Knox, your playmakers, to get the ball out in space, which they weren't able to do much last week?
Yeah, we've got to be able to utilize our playmakers out in space. I mean, that's part of our game planning, is making sure that we get those guys opportunities to make plays.